Hi, Bill Russell here from CrossFit Cleveland in Rocky River, Ohio, here for your workout details for Thursday, April 16th. Your warm-up is going to be about 9 minutes, 3 rounds of the following: 30 jumping jacks, 15 kettlebell swings, just a light to medium weight, 10 bumper plate squats with a bus driver right and left when you're at the bottom of the squat, 5 burpees, and then 1 walkout to 5 supermans. And that'll take about 9 or 10 minutes to get through 3 rounds. And then your workout today, you're going to do 4 rounds for time. You're going to start out with 15 backward lunges, all with your right leg, stepping back with the right. And then 30 air squats. Then 15 backward lunges with your left leg. And then 30 jumping squats, followed by 40 jackknife sit-ups and 50 double unders. That's 1 round. You'll do 4 rounds for time. If you don't have a rope, you can do ropeless high pogos, or as a substitution, you can do 50 mountain jacks each round. So as always, we have a video demonstration to follow, and the movements will be in the order that I listed them. The warm-up movements first, then the workout movements, and then finally your cool down. I want you to take a few minutes, do 3 times each of a Samson stretch, right and left, and a hip opener with your legs on the wall. Both of those stretches are also shown at the end of the demonstration. And then plan on taking a 20 or 30-minute recovery walk at some point this afternoon or early evening. So set a clock. 3, 2, 1, go. Enjoy your workout and have a great Thursday. I'm going to demonstrate a kettlebell swing. First, talk about what a kettlebell swing is. Kettlebell swing is primarily a lower body exercise. Your upper body is involved, but you're really working to build power and explosiveness in hip extension. So what I want you to do is hold the kettlebell in both hands. Out front, we're going to do our standard kettlebell swing. The kettlebell is going to come up to about eye level or just a little bit higher. I'm going to have my feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width. Now I'm going to start to swing the kettlebell. I'm going to drop down and drive up. Notice I'm not using a lot of power through my legs. As I increase that power, that kettlebell will go higher. That's what I'm after. Big hip pop. Keeping my heels down at all times, squeezing my glutes, trying to focus more on posterior chain involvement. Important thing with a kettlebell, be careful when you pick it up and set it back down. Don't be casual and just twist over and pick it up in a bad position. You might tweak something. So think of it as a deadlift. Stand around the kettlebell, reach down, pick it up, and then start to swing. Also, at the end, when you're about to take a rest, don't just slump over and drop it on the ground. As you finish, 31, here, and then set it down. That's a kettlebell swing. For those of you doing this workout at home, if you don't have a kettlebell, here are a couple of ideas that you can use with household items. If you have a backpack, or a gym bag, or a rucksack, you can use any of those. Just be careful. If it's bigger, you got to make sure that that can come between your legs and not scrape on the floor. So this is not an ideal choice, but it will work. I'm going to grab the handle with both hands. My feet might be a little wider than a kettlebell swing because I want to have the ability for the weight to come between my legs. And I'm going to swing up. Mechanics are all the same. Just be careful if you've got items that are loose, you can hear it flopping around in the bag. Stuff maybe a towel or a blanket in to keep everything from moving around. Our newly famous washing detergent jug, this weighs about 15 pounds, it's fairly light. Again, holding the handle with both hands, drive up and down, up, down, up. if you have a slam ball, you can use it as well. Just remember to keep your arms straight, holding on the side of the ball. Again, feet fairly wide, and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And of course, if you have a dumbbell, you can do the same. Hold the dumbbell in both hands and just swing it right between your legs, just like the kettlebell.
Next, we're doing the bumper plate squat with a bus driver. So if you have a bumper plate, a 10-pound is good. If you don't, you could use an ab mat or a book, even a whiteboard. You're going to hold it down. I'm actually going to use my bumper plate. Just a regular squat with a bus driver would look like this, all the way down and give it a little twist and then straight back up. I'm going to show you a couple different versions of a burpee. So we do a chest to ground. So you're just going to come down, get your body to the ground, push up. Think about getting your feet nice and wide so you can stand up and jump. If that's too much for you and you want to, that pop back and pop forward is too much, just step it back. Anything you can do, just step it back, come on down, right? And then step it wide again, nice and wide. Give me a little pop. 1 walkout plus 5 Supermans. So I want you to make sure you reach all the way up. You're going to walk yourself down, walk it out, give me 5 Supermans, and after your 5th Superman, you're going to walk it all the way back up, touching your toes and your ankle, and all the way back up. Just one of those. On your backward lunges, you're just going to, like similar to the forward, but you're going to be moving backwards. You're going to go all the way back, watch your toes, all the way down, push up, and go all the way back up. Jumping squats. So with these, you want to just get a little bit of air underneath your feet. You're going to do your normal squat, just up. When you come up, you want to make sure that you're coming all the way down, open your hips, and all the way back down, right? Just like that. If you're feeling a little feisty and you wanted to add a little bit of weight, you can get a gym bag, or if you have a dumbbell, you can use that. So you're just going to do the same thing, just holding it in a Zerker style, making sure you're still opening up your hips and getting below parallel each time. Your Jackknife Situp, in that hollow position, you're going to bring it up and all the way back out. All right? If you want, you can, with your shoulders off the ground, just keeping that off the ground, just going to come in and give it a little tuck. All the way up, tuck. Either version of those is totally fine.
Double unders, if you have a rope, or you can do ropeless doubles. So if you know how to do doubles, you know that you jump a little bit higher, or sometimes quite a bit higher. So you're going to do a high pogo. So instead of low, you're going to, and think you're doing doubles, and pretend that you're spinning the rope twice. It'll get your heart rate up just the same. You'll actually do more of those consecutively than you would with a rope if you're not that good with doubles. So your heart rate will go up, and that's what we want.
A mountain jack, all right? So you're gonna bring it in, out, in. This last position of your feet is important. You don't wanna skip that. In, out, in. If you're coordinated and you can do that, that's fine, but you want to make sure that your feet are coming back into that top plank position each time. Samson stretch. So Samson stretch, you want to put both your feet facing forward, and you want to square your hips off so that they're facing whichever way you're facing. We're going to take our hands, clasp your hands, bring them up and over your head. This is just a light stretch to start the blood flowing. Some people you'll see will do this with a deep lunge. We're not doing that here today. We're just getting that nice stretch through your hip flexors, so you're into your shoulders, and just hold it for about 10 seconds on each side. I wasn't counting, but I'm going to switch sides. Again, remember, both feet facing forwards. You can go as wide as you need or as narrow, and making sure that you're getting that hip flexor opened up in this stretch.
I'm now going to demonstrate a hip opener using putting your legs against the wall. So first you'll sit close to the wall, put your legs up. You're going to have your legs slide down the wall, butterfly them together, and then just gently push your knees towards the wall. All right, next you'll sit your hips back. So you have more of a right angle going with your leg against the wall, and you'll bring your right foot to your left knee, and again, push that knee towards the wall to open up that hip. Then we'll switch to the other side, same idea, left ankle to right knee, pressing that hip towards the wall.